You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to The WATE, and today we're going to talk about the Las Vegas shooting. I'm going to review my co-host, my dad.
What up, podcast world? Welcome to another episode, and today we want to start by sending our deepest condolences to all who lost their lives in this horrific act. What did you think about this when you turned on CNN and you saw this?
It was unexpected because it was like music festival. It was a country music festival.
Yes.
And you don't normally expect this when you're going places, even though it's dangerous wherever you go. But like, you know,
right.
Just it was a lot of peaceful, fun music playing, and then just out of nowhere, I think across the street on the 32nd floor, you just hear a bunch of rifles, and it sounds like when I heard it and watched the video, it sounded like a bunch of like firecrackers.
Yes.
And just there was a bunch of people running, and you know, like I said, it was very scary and very shocking.
Yeah, I felt the same way. You know, there's a lot going on in our world today with hurricanes and earthquakes and brush fires and the president, and now we have this. Yeah. So I'm just, you know, I just want to be thankful for the life we have and send our condolences out.
I have a story to talk about.
Okay, you have one of those kind of unique ability stories that we always talk about. Or issues dealing with
So please bear with me because I might, you know, mess up and stutter. All right?
Yeah, no worries.
So this story in particular is about the Ohio Hawkeyes football team and how every Saturday during one of their home games they wave to the crowd because right behind them is a children's hospital and it's children who's dealing with cancer and battling for their lives. And even though Monday through Friday they have to go through rehab and treatment, that Saturday home game, they know at least I can go from my window and watch the Ohio Hawkeyes play football and kick butt. The head coach of the Ohio Hawkeyes, Ferentz, donated to the hospital, children's hospital, because his granddaughter had passed away from being premature.
How much did he donate?
Donated $1 million. I'm sorry, he donated $1 million, which going through that struggle, that kind of hit me home because I've gone through being premature, so it kind of hit me hard. And props up to him and just Ohio Hawkeyes organization for doing it every home game and every halftime show, just waving to the crowd for like kids that go through the struggle. And yeah.
So let's bake that up. That was an inspirational story we saw on ESPN.
Yeah.
And it was very touching. Right. And because you were born prematurely fighting for your life.
And other kids fighting through cancer.
Other kids are fighting through it. But the whole stadium turns and waves to these kids.
Right.
And I think that is truly amazing. Yep. Last week, we forgot to mention that Doris Burke became the first female commentator in the history of the NBA. So she won't just be working. Let's clap that up.
Yeah.
Clap that up. Yeah. She won't just be working the sidelines. She'll be calling play-by-play.
Yeah, I feel like they should have done it, you know, sooner.
Absolutely.
Than later, because she's excellent at her job, and it makes it more entertaining.
It does. And as you see, women are getting more prominent roles in sports.
Right.
And I like it. Doris Burke, I like her insight. You know she knows the game inside and out.
All right, we're back. Let's get into some gossip news.
Let's get into some news, things hitting the streets right now.
So OJ has been released.
OJ Simpson?
OJ Simpson has been released from prison, I believe.
Yeah. What was his first stops? What did he do?
October 1st?
Yeah.
He went to McDonald's and got gas.
He went to McDonald's.
I don't think he's going to obey to the laws that they gave him, which was, because, you know, they asked him while he was on trial if you were going to stay out of the media. I don't know if he'll be able to do that. Just because is OJ. He loves the spotlight.
Yes. He did ask the one paparazzi guy, looked like a fan, who called him at the gas station.
Right.
Please just give me a break, man. You know, I just came home. I ain't did nothing in 9 years.
Right.
Can you please let me have my privacy?
Jay-Z wore Colin Kaepernick's jersey
on Saturday Night Live.
On Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I think that was dope. Jay-Z showing support for Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
On Saturday Night Live.
I feel like since he's dropped 444. Wait, is that too many fours? I think
no, that's 444. Yep.
Okay, yeah. I feel like he's been more real and been more outspoken
about social issues.
Yeah, because I think before he used to kind of be like, kind of.
Well, I do think he did the Malik Khalif Browder story.
Yeah.
Which was good, and he's working on a couple other documentaries. So I think he's coming around to understanding his importance in a social, capacity for us.
Right.
So I big Jay-Z up for that, wearing the Kaepernick. I think I need to get me a Kaepernick jersey. Hugh Hefner. Dies. Now you shouldn't even. I don't know what you smiling about. You shouldn't even know who Hugh Hefner was.
I know who Hugh Hefner is.
Yeah. Hugh Hefner. He Playboy, the founder of Playboy magazine.
Side note, I'm sorry for mispronouncing his name. Sorry.
And if you are of my age, you 45, 50, you understood the significance of that.
Yeah.
But this young kid should know nothing about Hugh Hefner, but he's smiling. So I guess he does.
Yeah, first time I saw Hugh Hefner is on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, they did a spell right. They did one of the episodes with him.
And then when I found out what he really does, I just was like, he's the GOAT. I'm sorry.
He's the GOAT. I would say clap it up, but let's not clap it up because he's no longer with us. But you know what we mean.
Right.
We shouting out Hugh.
Now, we listen to A Boogie, right?
Oh, my daughter Odyssey will be happy to know that we listen to this A Boogie album.
A Boogie with the Hoodie.
A Boogie with the Hoodie.
Let me get his name right before y'all kill me.
Yes,
right?
yes. Okay, let's get right to it, man. What'd you think of this album? We listened to the whole album.
We listened to the whole album. Took our time. I think it's what did you call it? An auto-tune?
It's an auto pop tune album.
Okay, he calls it an auto pop tune album. I call it an auto R&B album.
Okay.
Because it's not pop. He likes to...
But he is not an R&B artist.
But he sung at least 12 songs on there.
Now he's harmonizing with auto-tune.
What's the difference?
Big difference.
What is the difference between... Okay, so what classifies that as pop to me? I mean to you.
Pop, short for popular. Right now everybody's using auto-tune, so it's popular. It was a good album.
Yeah, it was.
Let's start there before Odyssey beats us in the head.
Right, okay. My only downside from it was that he just had too many, soft songs on there.
Yeah, he had a lot of girl-oriented songs, but Drake has opened the door for these artists now to wear their emotions on their sleeves when...
Him, Chris Brown, and Travis Scott.
When prior to that, guys were very tough in their music, or even disrespecting women, which we didn't agree with.
Right.
But now guys are, telling you how they feel. And I thought he started off the first 4 or 5 songs was tough.
Yeah, we liked his songs.
Say
A, No Comparison, Get To You, and some other ones.
It was a couple other ones, and then it just went into a
whole
almost like a auto-tune love ballad moment. That never 10 out of 10. What do you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10? Probably a 7.
I'm going to go 7.5. Maybe even an 8. His style was pretty much on point with everything I hear today. So if I'm using today's methods to judge it, I got to say it was right on point.
Now, you also...
Take away half a point for the super love stuff. So I'll go 7. I will go 7. I thought it was good, though. I really did. I appreciated it.
Me too.
And so big up to A Boogie with the Hoodie from the BX. Throw my X's up.
The new R&B singer.
The new auto pop tune artist. Let's get into week 4.
All right. Week 4 of the NFL.
Week 4 of the NFL.
How did you feel about it?
We had Upset City in week 4.
We did. Cowboys lost at home. Falcons lost at home. Patriots lost at home.
Yeah. That was Giants are 0-4.
Right. Giants are 0-4.
Let's start there. Let's start with the Giants being 0-4. Right. What do you think? Do you think they have a chance to recover from 0-4?
No. They have. I looked at their schedule after them going 0-4, and they have the Chargers this week.
Okay, they might win that game. That's a winnable game.
That's a winnable game. But then they have the. I believe they have the. I know they have the Raiders. Rams and
Seahawks.
Right.
Whoa.
Not in that particular order.
But those are the three games after that. So
I don't see them winning all 3 of those games.
So they could potentially wind up being 1-7.
Right. Basically, and Eli is trying his best, but he's an average quarterback
at this point in his career.
And like we said before, he heats up in the playoffs, not in the regular season. So if they make it in the playoffs,
then he becomes dangerous. Tell me about those Patriots.
Well, hold on. Before we get to that real quick, I just want to throw out his stats. He had 30 for 49. He threw for 288 yards and had 2 touchdowns.
That was Eli's.
So it wasn't that bad.
Okay, I didn't see no interceptions in that.
Yeah, no interceptions, yeah.
So he played pretty well.
Yeah. So our secondary sucks.
Say it again.
Our secondary, the New England Patriots secondary is really bad. It's not.
Yeah, the Patriots almost look in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, but on a defensive standpoint.
Well, this is 3 phases to this game.
The secondary was special teams.
Yeah, offense, defense, special teams. So,
But Devin McCourtney, who was our, I think our free safety or strong safety, he was like, we need to improve on our secondary because that's what gives us the losses in those last 2 losses.
Right.
Because Tom is doing his job. We need to do our job.
Absolutely. And now the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Let a kicker kick 7 field goals.
Yeah, we was watching the highlights and it was just like from the very beginning. I believe they were down by 17 points or something.
Yeah, and they just kept kicking field goals, which tells me that the defense was steady.
Yeah,
that means your defense is bending, but it's not breaking.
And also shows me that the offense at certain times probably wasn't putting up the points that they was in the
they put up 30 points, and usually that's enough to win at home. Then we had the Buffalo Bills come into Atlanta and beat the Falcons.
Right.
What did you think about that?
Their defense is tough.
Their defense is tough.
Since they had Rex Ryan as their head coach, their defense is gonna be outstanding.
Right.
Because he's a defensive.
Well, he's not the coach anymore.
He's not the coach, but
he set the standard.
Right. The blueprint.
Right. He set the blueprint, and now they're starting to score some points. Right. Okay, we got to talk about the Jets, man.
The Jets winning 2 straight.
The Jets have won 2 straight games.
I'm not. Really
and if you living here in New York, you would assume that the Giants would be 2-2 or 3-1, and the Jets would be 0-4. It just goes to show you. It just goes to show you. You got to play the games. A lot of the scouts were suggesting that the Jets were going to be 0-16.
Right, because they were going to tank.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Or they were just that bad. It wasn't that they were going to tank.
No, well, some of them thought they were going to tank, and some of them thought it was going to.
Well, they're very bad. However, they are 2-2, and they have the Cleveland Browns coming in next week. Yeah. So they can wind up winning 3 straight games. Big up to the Jets. I mean, Todd has them playing hard. Is Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, yes, for the Texans.
Tell me all about, your eye test of him right now. What'd you see?
For the past 3 weeks, he's been doing his job.
Doing his job?
No, meaning he's been acting like a professional quarterback. I was kind of surprised just because he's a rookie. Now, I did think he was going to start these games. I'm not saying that.
Right, here are his stats if you want to check them. You laid them out.
Right. Now, he had 4 TDs, went 25 for 34, and 283 yards.
And he also rushed for 1 touchdown. They scored 57 points.
Right,
that's the most.
Right, I just feel like
in their history.
Yeah, continue. I feel like he's right now playing I don't want to jump the gun here, but maybe his 2nd year of the NFL, he's already been here, and maybe because of the offensive line or the defense doing so well, he's had a lot of confidence and not.
I actually think it's the 2 straight championship games in college
Oh, right. That.
The big game moments don't seem to
frighten him.
Yeah, frighten him as a rookie.
Right.
You know what I mean? He has what we call championship pedigree. Give me the injury report. What do we have going on this week?
Okay, so we have Dalvin Cook tore his ACL.
That's big for the Vikings. That's huge. They just can't seem to keep running backs around.
Right. And then we have Derek Carr with a back spasm.
They say he's going to be out
for 2 to 6 weeks.
That's a weird number, from 2 to 6.
Well, it went from 2 to 4 and then 2 to 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think they ended up calling it a type of fracture, like a texture.
Yeah. Well, let me see. I think it was called a transverse back fracture.
Right.
And let me tell you, once your back starts acting up.
Right. That's what happened with Tony Romo. That's
right. You don't want them kind of injuries. So I think the Raiders are done.
Yeah, and then on another side note, the Redskins had like a bunch of people.
We watched that game. They had a meat market going of injuries last night. Very good game, though. Very good game.
Josh Norman hurt his rib.
He hurt his ribs.
He might be out for a good 2 to 4 weeks.
Yes. Let's talk the WNBA Finals. Oh, baby.
Yeah, this was good. This was becoming a real exciting rivalry.
Tell me about it. We watched the last 2 games. We missed the first 2, but we tuned in.
Game 3 and Game 4. What I've already noticed from the eye test is there's been a lot of turnovers from the Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they run kind of like the old time Lakers. Just fast paced.
Right, yeah.
And they kind of lose their step a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been a lot of physical stuff, kind of hustling for the loose ball.
Yeah, these 2 teams don't like each other.
Yeah.
I can tell they respect each other.
Right, but they do
not like each other. And it's a lot on the line. And when LA Sparks went up 2-1 on Friday, we figured they was going to close that.
Close it on Sunday. But then because they shut down Maya Moore, she already had 3 fouls
early on,
and only had 6 points at the end of the game. So in Game 4, I believe, she just came out roaring
and she came out on the defensive end as well.
Right.
So Maya still put up her numbers point wise, but she had about 3 or 4 critical steals.
Right. And Odyssey Simmons and Chelsea Gray for the backcourt for the Sparks is really doing something. Because they have I think they have one of the best backcourts in the league.
Yes, with Chelsea Gray back there. Absolutely.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow, because tomorrow's Game 5. That's the final.
Tomorrow's that game. I have Minnesota in that game.
Right, I have the Sparks.
And I only said it because the Sparks won last year, and I think the home field advantage will play a role in it. But tonight we got baseball. The Yankees. Let's clap that up.
Yankees.
Going up against Minnesota Twins.
They made the playoffs in the last 19 out of 23 years.
So that's amazing. So playoffs is usually their thing. I got to give Brian Cashman credit.
Right.
Because for the last couple of years, I keep saying, how come you're not signing these big names?
Right.
I'm from the George Steinbrenner era. The boss will go out and get... but he trusted in his farm system and his young arms. Now this guy Aaron Judge is a star. Sanchez is a star. Severino, the pitcher going tonight, is only 23 years old.
Right.
He's a star.
We traded him from the Aids, right?
No, that's we got the other guy, Sonny.
Sonny, okay.
Sonny, yeah.
But we have young pitchers, young hitters. Yeah. I got to rock for the Yankees right now until they get bumped.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I got the Yankees all the way. Cleveland is a tough test.
Yeah.
But I say get that tough test over early.
Right.
And then, and in the National League, the winner of the Diamondbacks plays the Rockies will play the Lakers. Dodgers.
There you go.
And then the other round is the Chicago Cubs against the Nationals. The Nationals have never won nothing. Right. So I figure the Cubs close them out.
Yeah, Cubs got to try to make up for their disappointing season this year. Mm-hmm. They lost a little too many games to me.
So who you'd have it with the Dodgers? You think the Dodgers win, or they've lost too many games in the regular season?
I think the Dodgers might choke.
Yeah.
Because they lost like 17.
So who would you have? Diamondbacks, maybe?
Diamondbacks. It depends on who wins the Diamondback or Rockies.
Okay, then with the Cubs against the Diamondbacks, who's it going to be?
That's just going to be a good series. If I had to go with it, I'll probably go for the defending the chance. But I would...
So Yankees and Cubs World Series. Wow. Probably hasn't happened since 1908 or something crazy.
Right.
Back.
we're gonna talk about the NBA news.
NBA, a lot of news going on in the NBA because now preseason has started. It's starting to cook.
Yeah, we have breaking news. We have All-Star Draft.
All-Star Draft. Tell me all about it. What's going on with that? Fresh off the press.
Basically, the rules is going to be the fans still get to vote for the top 5 starter teams, but they will no longer be the East versus West.
So they're getting rid of the East versus West.
Right. Mainly for 2 reasons. There's too many stars in the West.
I don't think that has anything to do with it because you can only pick 12 players.
It has partly to do with it
because still going to pick 12 players from the East.
It's only at least 3 players in the East right now, which is probably Irving.
But guess what?
Gordon Hayward and LeBron James.
What you're missing is they're not going to say, okay, 14 guys come from the West and 8 guys come from the East. It's going to be 12 and 12.
But it has
no bearing.
But it has a part to do with it.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
No.
So
let me tell you what they're doing. Let me tell you what they're doing.
Also, they have so certain players won't get snubbed. Like Damian Lillard got snubbed, I believe.
This has nothing to do with any of that. This has to do with they're trying to make the game more competitive. And what they're doing is, like you said, the fans still vote in the starters.
Right.
Right?
And then you pick 2 captains.
And then the coaches still vote in the reserves, but they're going to pick an East captain and a West captain, and you can pick somebody from the East or West.
Right.
That's the twist this year. So now LeBron could be a captain and go, I want Westbrook to play with me.
Right.
And Durant could be a captain and be like, I want Kyrie Irving to play with me.
Right. Westbrook signed a 5-year deal with Oklahoma City Thunder.
Record-breaking
$233 million.
That's a lot of cash.
He has the highest right now. And then on top of that, his 10-year contract with Jordan.
He's got to be a $500 million man now.
And he signed it on Kevin Durant's birthday.
Do you think he purposely signed it on Kevin Durant's birthday?
I mean, honestly,
because they throw little subs at each other. Why?
Yeah,
why not any other day? Why on Kevin Durant's birthday?
Honestly, if I was in his position, I probably would do the same thing.
Okay.
And it's honestly probably not that big of a deal, but
just little mini shots. What do you think he's worth that kind of money?
Yes.
Do you think Paul George's decision? Because Paul George did say, my decision...
It makes it a little bit easier now.
Could be influenced by this because I see that Westbrook is committed.
Right. And it helps Melo out, too, because Melo knows, okay, if I'm on 2 years, I don't think I should opt out. I think I should stay in the second year.
Right.
And then now all they got to do is pretty much worry about Paul George.
Right. There's some rule changes that became official.
Right, which is...
No more flopping from the 3-point line.
Oh, they didn't have that rule now?
That little step back thing when you try to... when somebody puts their arms out and you flail like you was going to shoot.
I like that.
I liked it because that was just giving guys 3 shots for nothing to me.
Right.
You knew he wasn't taking a shot.
Right.
And so now they got rid of that.
Right.
they also have...
no resting.
Like no resting. We talked about that.
Right.
And, they also... put in the lotto rules, so you can't just blatantly tank. You still may tank, but you can't just blatantly tank because it doesn't ensure that you get
the number 1 pick predictions. Right?
Let's get into Week 5 predictions.
All right.
Right now, I am leading. Eli cut into that lead. After 4 weeks, I still lead 38-35.
Yeah. Comeback is real.
The comeback is real. Eli is making his move. We will get into Week 5 predictions. Tell me who you got.
Okay, so Thursday night game, we have the Patriots at the Buccaneers. Who do you have?
I am going to take the Patriots in a close one.
Okay.
Let me write that down since I have the pen.
Right.
Patriots in a close one. I'm pretty sure you have the Patriots.
Yeah.
All right.
Whether we win or lose, I'm always going to pick the Patriots.
Right. See, I'll be playing to win. I'll go against my team, and I think I'll go against my team this week. With that being said, I'm just Dad.
I'm Eli. This is the Wake the World according to Eli. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, iTunes, Snapchat,
YouTube.
Subscribe to iTunes, SoundCloud. I mean, listen, you know, all that stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube and SoundCloud. I mean, iTunes.
Yes, and we are rushing you out of here because the Yankees are on.
Yep.
Tune in next week for more sports, music, video games, and culture. And Odyssey will be back with the team.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The Wait, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.